Welcome to Islamic Finance for everyone.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to Islamic Finance for everyone. Imagine a game where the only way for you to win is to ensure that someone else completely loses. No value is created, no product is made, and no service is rendered. Wealth simply shifts from one pocket to another based on a pure chance. In the modern financial world, billions of dollars change hands every single second through mechanisms that look suspiciously like games of chance. In Islamic economics, this boundary is governed by an absolute prohibition, the ban on Maysir. Many people think Maysir is just rolling dice in a casino. But as someone who looks at these concepts through both an academic lenses and direct industry experience, I can tell you that Maysir has profound structural definitions that apply directly to how we trade, invest, and manage money today. What exactly is Maysir? How does it differ from legitimate risk-taking? Let's break down the anatomy of zero-sum game. To build a flawless understanding of Maysir, we must anchor ourselves to its primary source material. The prohibition in Islam was revealed progressively, culminating in an absolute, unambiguous ban in Surah Al-Ma'idah. Let's listen closely to how the divine text classifies it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Holy Quran,
O you who have believed, indeed, intoxicants, gambling, al-Maysir, sacrificial, altars on which objects are worshipped, and divining arrows are but defilement from the work of Satan, so avoid it that you may be successful.
Notice the company Maysir keeps in this verse. It is directly paired with intoxicants. The very next verse, ayat 91, uncovers the social and behavioral psychology behind this ban.
Satan only wants to cause between you animosity and hatred through intoxicants and gambling, al-Maysir, and to avert you from the remembrance of Allah and from prayer. So will you not desist?
The text highlights a massive societal truth. Maysir breeds economic enmity and social hostility because it tears down collaborative spirit required for healthy human civilization. Linguistically, classical jurists noted something fascinating. The word Maysir stems from two roots, Yusr meaning ease and Yasar meaning wealth. This tells us that Maysir is structurally the pursuit of easy wealth, getting rich overnight without putting in real work, trading value, or contributing to an enterprise. In legal terminology, fiqh, scholars often use Maysir interchangeably with Qimar. Ibn Qudamah, the classical Hanbali master, and prominent commentators like Ibn Kathir explicitly defined Qimar through its structural mechanism.
In classical jurisprudence, Qimar is defined as any transaction or activity in which the participant places a stake or wealth at risk, navigating an outcome that oscillates entirely between absolute gain, gun, or absolute loss, gurm.
Look at the structure. If you play, you either win the entire stake or lose your own stake completely. There is no middle ground, no mutual exchange of utility, and no share equity. It is a mathematical definition of pure zero-sum game. Now, here's where my experience in modern financial spaces becomes critical for you to hear. Critics often ask, isn't starting a business or buying stocks just gambling? You don't know the outcome. The answer is an absolute no. There is a monumental difference between legitimate commercial risk, khatar, and Maysir. In Sharia-compliant businesses structures, Like a mudaraba or musharaka partnership, you invest wealth to build an enterprise. If the business succeeds, both parties share the profits. If it fails, they share the loss according to their capital contribution. This is a positive sum or cooperative risk-sharing game that creates jobs, builds infrastructures, and expands the real economy. In contrast, Maysir creates an artificial, uncalled for risk that serves no economic purpose. When you bet on a game or a speculative binary option, no real wealth is generated. Your gain is directly pulled from your counterparty's destruction. Legitimate finance shares risk to build value. Maysir trades the risk to exploit your counterparty. If you want to master the skills to audit your own financial portfolio, understand the market structures, and keep your wealth sound, please take a brief moment right now to smash that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell immediately, because in our next episode we are going to dive straight into the deep water, how to tell the exact difference between high-stakes market speculation and literal Maysir. Let's turn this into a interactive discussion. Drop a comment down below right now. What modern investment assets looks most like gambling to you? Whether you are watching from our financial hubs in Riyadh, Kuala Lumpur, Karachi, or anywhere across the globe, join the conversation. Don't forget to follow our official LinkedIn and Twitter channels right here on the screen to stay connected with our professional global community. To close out this foundational first episode of our series, let's solidify our core takeaways on the anatomy of Maysir. 1. Effortless enrichment. Maysir is the structural pursuit of wealth through chance rather than productive economic labor or value creation. 2. Zero-sum mechanics. It functions strictly as a mechanism where one side's win equals the other side's absolute loss. 3. Artificial volatility. It relies on manufacturing uncalled for risks that do not serve the broader goals of human commercial society, because the Sharia. Once we master these definitions, identifying harmful economic structure in the contemporary world becomes second nature. Thank you for watching Islamic Finance for Everyone. Keep your transactions transparent, your partnership cooperative, and your earnings blessed. Share this video with your professional network, and I will see you in episode 2. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your network. Let's spread the word about ethical and inclusive finance. Follow us on social media platforms for more insights into Islamic finance.